silent for 30 seconds and knew why.
What?
I silent for 30 seconds and understood why.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, I made it. We're going to camp.
Yes, I made it. I'm having so much fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm only missing dinner and 30 minutes or something, so it worked out perfect.
Okay, awesome. Very good.
I'm still eating dinner though.
That's okay. I have my dinner outside because I'm going to be downstairs. Food is always welcome during our meeting. Just like dogs, we are all positively reinforced by food. Oh, speaking of dogs, Susan has on her screen puppies.
Puppies. Puppies.
I think these puppies are from a dog named Renzi,
Puppies.
but I don't know the litter name. I have to ask Susan if they have names yet.
Yes, they do. They have names.
Okay, they have names. What is the litter name?
Call signs.
Call sign.
Do you know what a call sign is? If you watch Top Gun, it's Amanda's idea. If you watch Top Gun many moons ago, all the pilots had call signs. So there's Maverick, Goose, and Phoenix are from Top Gun. And my input was BT for Bill Tyson and Busman, who's a good friend of ours.
Sometimes it's her husband for any of you who don't know. Very good.
Okay?
Alright, Stephanie, do you happen to know, did you just I'm gonna mute Susan. She's muted.
Sorry, Joel, I didn't know what you had asked.
Did you happen to take attendance?
I did.
Perfect. Are we good to go?
We are good to go online.
Excellent. Okay, well, welcome everybody to your first SSD prep course Zoom. I'm so excited to see you all again and to get started with your team training prep. I am going to share my screen and we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping up front here, learn our agenda, and then we'll do introductions before we get into any big information. So hold on 1 second. be, oh, there we go, that's why. Might actually be okay. I think everyone's on except for Grace, and I can share the slides with her. So, alrighty, so welcome to SSD. To start off, we just like to let you know that this is why we're here. You guys are our whys. Currently, we have over 150 working teams. I think it's like 185 at this point, actually, so it's a lot of teams. And we're going to start referring to you all as partners because now we're entering into a partnership, not only with your dog, but also with us as well. So we'll start referring to you all as teams and partners, just so you know the new lingo. And we're happy to have you as part of our new crew here. So the agenda for tonight, we're going to do, again, like I said, some housekeepings, introductions. We're going to talk about SSD, and then we're going to go into Stephanie's portion. I kind of didn't update those last time, so those last two are next, but in other areas of this slideshow. Housekeeping. Okay, so what I'd like you all to do is to change your name on Zoom so that we have your first name and then the dog that you're matched with. And this shows you how you can do that. If you need assistance, just let us know, and I think we can change it on our end for you. But just for those who aren't aware, if you go to the bottom and hit participants, hover over your name, click those three dots, hit rename, and then you can change your name. So I'll give you all a second to do that, and can help whoever needs help. Everyone's changed. Alright, awesome. Thank you. Bob, if you need help, we can help change yours, or I'll just give you a second. Alrighty, while we're doing that, I also wanted to hop along here and just let you know the Zoom protocol, which some of you are educators, some of you work in hospital, others are just proficient at Zoom. So you know to always stay muted unless you're talking. If you need to go to the restroom, go get a bite to eat, totally fine. Just make sure that you mute yourself and turn off your screen. But the rest of the time, if you have your camera on and engage, that would be great. And of course, speak to each other appropriately and respectfully as well. A nice group here, and this kind of feeds into our teaching and learning philosophy. So as we go through our Zooms, we're going to learn a lot of information. We're going to get to know each other really well because we will be together not only all of this month, but 3 weeks of next month as well, 2 weeks for our facility team. So we're going to be with each other for quite some time. We are cognizant that you guys are coming from all different backgrounds and areas, so we just recognize that, and we always want to be mindful of each other and respectful of each other too. And if you feel like us as a staff aren't doing that and you need some other type of assistance, then please just let us know. We're always we always have room for growth. So, all right, so we're gonna do introductions. So in your introduction, and I'll type this in the chat for you, I'd like to have your name, and then if there's any support people with you in the background or that will be joining you for your in-person team training, you can go ahead and let us know about that. Of course, let us know the dog that you're matched with, where you're coming from, any other pets that you have in your home. That's always fun to know. And then anything else we should know about you. If there isn't anything, that's fine too. But if you'd like to share anything at all, fun facts, sugar, your favorite foods, then you can go ahead and share that. So I'll just start. My name is Noelle. I am the Partner Services Director. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a tortoise. The tortoise won't make much noise, but the others are very disruptive. And I also have a 6-month-old who is really loud and is unhappy. So if you hear that in the background, that's who it is. And I also have a husband too, but that's whatever. Just joking. And yeah, that's me. I'm from Elizabethtown, which is in Lancaster County, but I work at SSD in Greenville. Alrighty, I will go ahead. I'm just gonna go across my screen. So I have Andrew up first, if you don't mind going first. I'm gonna start my share too.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name's Andrew. Partnered with SSD Custody. I'm from Cinnaminson, New Jersey, and this year I am retiring after 17 years as a police officer.
Congratulations on retirement. Thank you for joining.
Oh, I also have my retired service dog, 13-year-old sober left.
Very good. Thank you so much, Andrew. All right, so I'm gonna go to Anne and Isabel. You're right next to each other on my screen. So we'll go just full team Mickey. Go for it.
I'm Isabel. I'm matched with Mickey. Yeah, my mom's here. I'm from Philly. I have a 4-year-old basset hound named Hank. I also have Tourette syndrome, so if anybody wants to ask me any questions about that, I'm happy to answer them. I thought you were already on right now. Yeah, what else do you want to say, Mama? You can also introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, I'm Ann. I think the most interesting thing about me is that I'm
And you have lots of plants that seem to be very like thriving behind you.
yeah,
So
well,
I'm jealous for that.
I'm actually at my childhood home, and these are my mother's.
Okay,
Prized
so you
possession.
keep the credit. All right. Thank you guys for being here.
She does have a lot of plants at home now.
Love it. All right. Bob, you're screen.
My name's Bob. I'm from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, which is 30 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh and 13 miles from Ohio, and we border Ohio and part of the northern panhandle of West Virginia. My sister and brother-in-law are my support persons. They're not here right now. They're on vacation, so I'm on bail tonight. And I'm paired with Axel, whom I met I believe back in March, and I was quite impressed with him, and I'm very eager to be able to work with him in team training.
Any other pets in your home, Bob?
No.
Nope, just you. I'm just gonna be Axel.
Oh, yes.
I'll let him know that you were very impressed with him. He'd be happy to.
And I might add this. And coincidentally, I received your email about Axel while I was in the waiting room to see Dr. Heinzman this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to share that with her today. She was she was happy as well, and she's a dog trainer as well, and I shared a video from Meet the Dogs event. She was impressed with Axel on her live tape, so I think everybody will be good.
Very good. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see you guys back together again. Dynamic duo.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob. All right, so next on my screen I have Allison, so we're gonna do full team call again. So Allison, Megan, Elizabeth, Cameron, Lizzie, that was weird to call you Elizabeth. You're Lizzie to me, so, okay. So Allison, just because you're first, if you wanna start, kind of let us know too, like where you're working within CHOP as well.
Yes, my name is Allison. I am an activity coordinator at CHOP. I work on the inpatient oncology unit. I'm going to be one of the secondary handlers. I'm like, pardon my blanking word. Secondary handlers that we working with. I also was really excited to meet her previously, so I'm really excited to work with her soon. I am coming from King of Prussia area. So I work at the main campus. I live in King of Prussia. I do not have any other pets.
Well, maybe you can have a sleepover at home with Culligan.
Yes, we're looking forward to that.
Go to Aunt Al's house on the weekend. Very good. Very good. Awesome. Thank you, Mom Johnson. Megan.
Hi, hey everyone, I'm Megan. Will be the primary handler for Culligan. I work as a dually certified child life specialist, direct therapist on the trauma surgical unit, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. I'm born and raised in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Right now at home, I have my husband who will be probably my biggest supporter with Culligan, and our 7-year-old rescue kitty named Jasmine. And other than that, I have really taken a wild life in my yard. So they're not mine per se, but I take care of the foxes, the rabbits, and the deer that tend to visit our home in South Jersey every year.
Of course, that's hard.
Do you name them?
I haven't named them per se, but I definitely recognize certain markings and behaviors in this one. I'm like, oh, like that's definitely someone over there, and, you know, her little girls, and but her name, yeah.
Very cool. Thank you, Megan. Lizzie.
No, not yet.
It's been like 4 days, right?
Yep.
We still have
I know. But hey, well, as soon as we'll definitely talk to you about it as soon as we know. Okay. But you're okay either way?
It's okay. We'll go, we can go to Cantley while we figure it out.
I do have a question for you.
And then we'll hop back.
If we find out that
My name's Stanley, and I am also trying to question to track. I work with behavioral health patients.
There's a bunch of different ones.
I currently live in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and I also
Do you
have
want to play
2
rescue?
dogs and 3 cats in Elmer.
Awesome.
Okay,
That's pretty cool.
why
Do they live inside?
They're exclusively outside
would you be open to take care of other teams that might need you?
They're gross. I love them, but they're
Or to
gross.
try out for?
Awesome. Thank you, Cantley.
Alright, just curious. I
Lizzie, are you ready yet?
want to talk about it.
No? Okay, that's okay. This is Lizzie. She works at Chop too. She's currently the handler for SSC.
Hi, how are you?
She was placed in, I think, like 2020. And she's also a child life specialist. She was the national heads up for the whole child program for treatment. But yeah, she has a service dog or facility dog program there at Chop now, and so we're on the team. So thank you, Lizzie.
Are you having fun?
Okay, Noah for Lizzie.
Yeah. Okay.
Kyle,
Well,
what's
I
your name?
hope you're helping great.
Hi, my name is Kyle. I will be working with SSD Caliper.
Oh, good.
I'm a special education teacher going on my 21st year, starting this fall in Sunco School District, which is located
Can I talk to Brenda?
in Southern Lancaster County. My colleague Grace will be a handler as well. And I
Hello, how are you?
have one cat right now. She's 18 years old.
Speakerphone or regular?
And then I have 2 daughters who are extremely excited about this opportunity to have a facility dog within our home, and for me to take to school and everything like that. So they attend a different school district. I live in a different school district I work in, and they have some facility dogs at their school, so they kind of know a little bit about all this process and everything. But they're very, very excited.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. Alrighty. Sarah.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. My mom is my main support person. She's right across the table from me, Connecticut. And actually my entire family's here because we're actually RVing for the 4th of July weekend. And it's raining, so they're all listening. My brother even flew up from Atlanta, but anyway, my mom will be with me during team training, so you guys will actually get to meet her in person. I matched with SSD Popple, and I'm super excited. We were very excited to get that, and it was kind of a cool thing to have the entire family here get like, which is just totally a random timing that worked out. I'm from Pottstown, born and raised, lived in the same house my entire life. And my service dog that's retiring is named Daisy, and so she's been with me, and so she's the only pet that we have in the house.
Very good. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you, family, for joining us in the background. Appreciate it. All right, Eric.
Hi, everybody. My name's Eric. I am also a special education teacher. I matched with Red at a recent Meet the Dogs a month or two ago. Only no pets in the house. This will be a service dog for me. My support people weren't able to be here tonight, but trying to figure out if any of them can get down for training my parents and my sister.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, Eric. Appreciate it. Who do we have left here? Oh, just the staff. Let's go to Stephanie.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie. I'm the Partner Education and Support Specialist at SSD. You'll probably get tired of hearing me talk the next couple Zoom sessions because I will be leading most of them along with Haley and Noelle. I am matched with an SSD dog, sort of. I have an owner-trained beagle named Peter, so he will make an appearance on some videos. And I also have another beagle named Chloe. So Isabel, I love that you have a hound. I'm a big hound fan. I think we need pictures of Hank. I also have one cat in my home, Harvey, and then I have 3 chickens. And I know we had a question about Cantley's ducks. Oh my gosh, Isabel, I love that. That is what I need, one of those for Peter. My chickens, of course, live outside, but the one would like to move in with me. I'm not sure why. But she always tries coming out.
That's super fun in there. Awesome.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you, Stephanie. Haley.
Hello, my name is Haley. I am a Partner Services Coordinator. I think I have had a chance to interact with each of you at some point in your application process. My job is managing the application process until someone is added to the wait list. My house is pretty boring. I don't have any pets. I have a husband, but he's pretty quiet for the most part. Although I have a lot of dogs that rotate in and out of my house because I'm one of the only staff members who do not have pets in their home, which means they come home with me. And your mom dogs also come home with me pretty often. I also cannot keep any plants alive, so I'm so glad that someone else can. And I name my animals that come into my yard, but I only have rabbits. And they're all named Roger. They don't all get separate names, just all of them are Roger.
Awesome. That's like my grandma had 12 schnauzers, and each one was named Poochie. She lived for 90 years, and she had 12 schnauzers named Poochie. Awesome. Anyway, all right. Last but not least, Susan Tyson.
Hi everyone, I am a volunteer that kind of hangs on, take care of Stephanie or whoever needs help. I am a puppy raiser. I take care of whelp puppies. I have Red's mom lives with me, and I have Red's sister here with me, and I have Katydid, who's an ambassador dog. And I have the 5 puppies right now that are Renzi's puppies, but Renzi does not normally live with me. She lives with Amanda.
And you have a husband. So
Oh yes,
don't forget.
my husband, and we have 2 grandsons here right now. Yes,
Oh, nice. Full house over there.
and chickens.
And chicken, outside chicken.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you all so much for introducing yourself. We will get to know each other, like I said, very well over the next month or so. So, all right, so I'm going to dive back into my PowerPoint here, or Canvas slide, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to talk a little bit about SSD, just to give you a little bit of background. I know that you probably already researched it when you were first applying, but we'll just let you know again who we are. Talk a little bit about the staff that you'll be meeting throughout team training. And then we also like to walk you through a little bit of how your puppy turned into a dog, turned into a service dog, and now is matched with you. So we want to give you that little bit of background. So first about SSD. This is our founder, Nancy Fuhrer. So she began SSD in 1993. And she started in her home as a volunteer. She didn't take any paycheck. She dished everything out of her own pocket, and placed dogs a year after she started this. And then I think Susan Tyson responded to an ad in the paper for volunteers. So that's how Susan got to be part of SSD. So that's how it started. And they used to go right out of her house until we moved to the location that we're at now. And then they retired in 2014, and now they're probably on an RV somewhere in the world. They love to RV, but their home base is Colorado. So every now and again, she'll pop back into the area and we get to see her. So SSD, we breed, raise, train, place assistance dogs, facility dogs, hearing dogs, to assist children, adults, and the population that the facilities serve with mitigating their disability and leading the lives that they want to live. And we work hard every single day throughout all the phases of from puppy to matching to make sure that we're forming successful partnerships. We're part of Keystone Human Services, so you'll notice that we have that underneath our logo. You'll hear that quite often. So we're part of this overarching company, Keystone Human Services. They also have Capital Area Head Start, Autism and Intellectual Disability Services, and they are international. So PA, Delaware, Connecticut, New Jersey, and then randomly India and Moldova. So that's pretty cool. So we are part of Assistance Dogs International, which we are very proud of. We're an accredited member. There's about 160 nonprofits that are part of this, all throughout the world. It's really cool to be a part of and get to have connections all over the place. And then we're also part of an international breeding cooperative too. So that's how we keep our breeding program going and making sure that we can breed the best dogs that we possibly can. All right, just some general stats for you. So about 45% of the dogs that we have come through our program go on to become assistance dogs. About 10 a year are changed to canine detection dogs. So we work with the ATF and the CIA to place dogs there. We also have, this is actually kind of a low number now. So 25 dogs, this is made back. We're now at about 30 dogs that are placed per year, though this past year was like a record year. It was probably 35 to 37, but our general is 30. So we're like a mid-sized program, I would say. We have about 130 dogs currently in raising and advanced training. A lot more to come because we had a lot of litters of puppies. And there's something that's at the bottom, but I can't see it because my Zoom thing's over it. But it's a stat that you can probably see. I can't at this point in time. So I'll just
no, it says over 180 partners.
Thank you. I don't know how to get rid of this little bar that says the Zoom stuff. So thank you. Yes, we have about 185 partners at the moment. So very good. Okay. Spirit of volunteerism. We could not do any of this without our volunteers. Currently, I think we have about 20 paid staff, but over 700 volunteers in varying roles. And they offer 50,000 plus hours each month to our program. And there's roughly like 28 different volunteer roles. So we could not place dogs and carry on our mission without those who give up their time freely to forward our mission. All right, so those 20 paid staff, here's our super staff. This is our executive director, who you'll see throughout team training. Her name is Deb Tack. And then we have our training department. So these are the folks that actually train your dogs to perform the tasks that you need. So Kelsey, she is going to be heading up our team training in person, and she is the director of assistant dogs training. Then we have Sarah Henderson, who's a longtime assistant dog trainer here. Erica Lewing, also an assistant dog trainer. And then our newest is Bethany, who started off as a volunteer and raised, I think, 2 or 3 dogs. And now she is an assistant dog trainer as well. And you've already met all of us, so I'm going to skip right past it, but it's probably the best department in SSD, but I'm glad. Oh, that's right, I have to change it. She is now married, so Haley Shiny, not Haley Ray.
So you tell me what you want.
Puppy department. So Amanda is our director of breeding and canine development. She's actually who houses Renzi, who is in Susan's house right now.
I mean, if you don't see that,
So she's responsible for the making of all of your dogs. We won't go into the details of that. But then we have Jess, who is our puppy development coordinator. So she coordinates all like the puppy classes and the puppy raising program. We have Mackenzie, who's the puppy program coordinator. She helps to find raisers and also hooks all of our dogs up with vet appointments and all that kind of stuff, make sure that they have everything they need. We also have Megan, who is our puppy class trainer as well. And then we have Brandon, who's our puppy sitter coordinator and canine career change coordinator. 4 for sure. And then our kennel is just disgusting because underneath it, so we have the kennel technicians who diligently work to make sure our puppies are fed, exercised, the kennels are spotless. So we have Katie, Renee, and Tanya with 1 practice. We also have another AM kennel that is just started, named Carolyn. She's a longtime volunteer who has picked up the role of kennel tech in the morning as well. So I had her friend. Great. Oh, and I have to add in Megan too. So we have another puppy class trainer who does work up towards the Penn State area. Her name is Megan. I don't have to picture her. All right. So Mel is our volunteer coordinator. You will see her and we'll see our admin coordinator. Because they coordinate lunch. So they are one of everything because having or that. Yeah. And then we have TT who does property maintenance. So he does the lawns and makes sure that the bees nests and all that kind of stuff are taken care of. So. All right, and then lastly we have Sam, who is our on-site vet. So we actually partner with her, and she comes in and does vaccines and appointments for our puppies. All right, any questions about SSD or our staff before we go through this little bit? Okay. So just a really fun quick look at the making of an assistance dog. Throughout this presentation, I kind of tried to pick the same dog to look at. So right here on the left-hand side is Doodle, who happens to be, I think, almost fully raised by Kaylee. So it's her favorite dog. So Doodle is currently working at a school with a guidance counselor. So we're gonna see her from puppy to a grown-up little kitty. Okay, so this is the first 8 weeks. So when our puppies are born, they're born in a volunteer's home. And they start their training from pretty much day 3, probably. So we start introducing them to different sounds, different textures, different things to walk on, just so that way they're starting to get used to all sorts of things that they'll have to encounter later on in life. So for the first 8 weeks, they stay with their work room. Doodle is the one over here with the purple collar. She's from the outside the line litter, so there's Sketch, Smudge, Doodle, and, oh, what's the other one that
No, but mom said, no, she was talking to me on the first time and she said it should be.
so nine weeks they're temperament tested. So that means that we kind of just put them in a space with a lot of different stimuli, different toys and things, just to see how they react. Are they more inhibited? Are they kind of like go-getters? And we want to just kind of get their personality. Most often puppies will still continue on after this one just because there's a lot of room to grow and train. So once they're temperament tested, then we determine who they're going to be raised by.
No, if it's for mom, no, mom ordered our bags and there's one that ordered it. And she yelled at me.
The puppies that we continue forward with, they will go on to live with a volunteer puppy raiser for the next 18 months. And they go to so they come in and they get presented their puppy and they take them home. And first, they do early socialization classes, so our raisers have to come to classes. And this is every week. They do EFT classes. This is kind of just to help the puppy learn how to be a puppy because it's really hard to be a puppy sometimes. And they learn how to do very basic cues, just general manners, and walking on a leash, getting used to harnesses, all of that kind of stuff. Just kind of how this started and now he's around town. Next we have purple and green classes. So we kind of like to think of early socialization like elementary school, and then comes middle and high school, and that's where they start to learn their cues and their tasks and continue to grow with them. They go out to lots of different places to practice. So Doodle's in the middle, she's showing the places she went to practice, she also went shopping, I also used to have something set up where we went to the airport, that kind of stuff after COVID, but we take them to places like that, and lots of outreach where they can get used to various people and city life. Then, once they turn 15 months old, or 15 to 18 months, they take part in a 2-day evaluation. And this is kind of another temperament test so that we can determine if they want to do service, facility, companion dog work, and if so, we can kind of funnel them into things there. So they're at Chocolate World right now. There's Susan Tyson in the background. And they do a lot at SST, and then they go out to the county just so you can start evaluating them. And then if we determine that we want them to enter the kennel, they're saying, hey, maybe I can do this work, then they come into advanced training. Doodle is the one that's me mugging in the background right there. So they enter advanced training and then they're there from Monday through Friday.
I think Sketch is also over here on the left as well. That's her brother.
I think, yes. Yeah, that is definitely the Sketch and Doodle. I don't know the other two though. I think actually the Concord is middle. I wonder if it's a sibling photo with their mom.
That might be Smudge, his marked red on the other side of his face.
That's true. Yep, I think that's exactly what it is. We figured it out.
Yeah, the fourth puppy went to another program, so they did not stay in our program.
That's why I don't remember their name.
Yeah.
Scribble, wasn't it Scribble? It was Scribble. Anyway, okay. We'll keep moving on. Okay, so in the first semester of advanced training, which is, we can equate it to puppy college if we're continuing on with this comparison. So they start polishing their basic behaviors, and they start to determine what kind of work they're best suited for. And once we get that little tidbit of information, then we can start to determine who we want to put in. And then it's meet the dogs. And so you all are very familiar with that. And from that, we try to find a tentative match. And the dogs will begin their second semester, which is what they're in currently, learning your specific tasks. And we'll get to assist you later on. That's just a very quick rundown of what 2.5 years of puppy raising looks like. Any questions, Doc? You all will be able to meet your dog puppy raising during team training last week. That way you can learn a little bit more about their puppyhood. A lot of them will give you little photo books or just photos in general of them as puppies so that you can see what they look like in that stage and learn a little bit about them. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, that's all I have for you. And now we will send it over to Stephanie, who's going to talk more about our prep course and the classrooms.
Sounds good. Thank you, Noelle. Do you want to just stay on the presentation and click through it, or do you want me to try to open it?
Nope, I was planning on. You're good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. You can go ahead and move forward. So we are going to talk just a little bit tonight about the prep course. However, there's a lot of this information already in your Google Classroom, which I think now everyone's set up in. So we're not going to go too in depth with this, but just more of an overview. So we're going to talk about kind of the topics that are in the prep course, the attendance, and briefly discuss the Google Classroom. You can go ahead and move forward now. Thank you. So the prep course is broken down into several topics tonight, which is our welcome to SSD prep course, and then we also have your dog's health and wellness, as well as planning for your dog. For your dog's health and wellness and planning for your dog, what we've done is kind of virtual lessons. We're not going to cover those on Zoom. They're going to be done in those little mini lessons within Google Classrooms that are labeled as knowledge nuggets. On Zoom, we're going to cover understanding your dog, which we're going to start tonight, and then we'll also cover training your dog. Our last Zoom session, we'll make up anything that we've missed. We'll talk about any questions that you have from the little knowledge nuggets on Google Classroom. We'll also talk about gearing up for team training. You can go ahead and move forward. Thank you. So for our Zoom sessions, I think there's 5 scheduled. They will begin at 6 p.m. probably. So you'll want to make sure that you're signed into Zoom early to make sure you're ready for each session. All of the Zoom sessions are mandatory and need to be attended because they include important information about your dog and your partnership together. Attendance will be taken at the beginning of every Zoom session. Similarly, I would add here that anything in Google Classrooms is something that you need to review as well. Those little mini lessons called the knowledge nugget and the activities, those are important too because they all pertain to your partnership and helping you have a successful relationship with your dog. Can you go ahead and move forward now? Thank you. So within Google Classroom, I hope everyone kind of got a moment to at least briefly look over what's in there. You do have a lot of materials within Google Classroom. There's handouts, videos, wellness materials, and activities in there for you to do. All of this is to give you important information about your partnership. And then the activities help you engage with that information that you're learning, either through Zoom or through those little mini lessons. The activities and everything within Google Classroom, again, is a requirement of the course and does need to be completed by the posted dates. This is kind of the first time time we're doing more of a hybrid model where we're cutting down on the amount of information we're giving in Zoom sessions, and we're doing these mini lessons on Google Classroom. The reason for that is because we don't want to have you on Zoom for hours and hours on end. We want to give you the opportunity to be able to complete those lessons in your own time when it's convenient for you. However, that means that it's easy to push off those lessons, especially if you have a busy day, right? Saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. Eventually, the next day comes, and we forget that we have something in Google Classroom. So, setting some reminders on your phone to check Google Classrooms, or putting little notes on your calendar to make sure you're keeping up with everything is important so that you can get all that information. You can go ahead and move forward now. Thank you. We're going to skip the Google Classroom tour. You all have a video in Google Classrooms and your email that kind of covers a tour for Google Classrooms. We're not going to do that today. And we're going to jump into something called the Pillars of Partnership. You can go ahead and move forward. So, the Pillars of Partnership are kind of those cornerstones of your partnership with your dog. These are things that are so important. They're your baseline, they're your foundation, what we're going to build off of.
Oops, time to turn that down.
With your dog. Whether you're getting a service dog or a facility dog, does not matter. These four things pertain to your dog.
Yeah, it was
relationship.
Yeah, but
around to get all that
and it's something that we're going to cover.
I turned it up, I was trying to get to that point a little more better because the other
So
side of
first
it
pillar is relationship, then we have dog care, family skills, and communication. Before you go ahead and progress the slide, please note.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
For the relationship
Normally I
pillar,
put her with
every successful and healthy relationship
that always
requires
It's like
effort,
a teeny bit of it.
and your bond with your dog is no exception.
Normally I don't put sourdough
While
bread,
your
but
dog will fulfill goals for you,
but if it's just,
see your dog
you
as
know,
a partner.
normal sandwich, like
Also
peanut butter and
needs
jelly
your
sandwich, and I don't think it's very good, or just
We're
plain
getting a
toast, I don't
highly
like it, but.
skilled
Or
dog
something
who
like
is
grilled cheese.
trained by professionals. However, they're not perfect, and your relationship won't be perfect with this dog. It's on your part, and even the dog's part, to make that partnership successful. You can go ahead and move forward now.
Just push it, turn it on.
Our next pillar is that dog care pillar.
The central piece.
To effectively support your dog, it's essential to meet all of their needs, which include but are not limited to veterinary care,
Keep
proper
your bread out, I'll make
nutrition,
myself.
regular grooming, daily exercise, daily playtime,
That's a
and
good
daily
idea.
training sessions. All of these items will be included in those mini lessons in your Google Classroom. Even though we have really busy schedules, it's okay, you can leave it on the handler to go slide. Thank you. Even though we have really busy schedules, we need to make sure that we're taking care of our dogs, especially their exercise needs, so that they in turn can help us when we need it. Okay, the third pillar is handler skills. When you request your dog to perform tasks for you, you assume the role as a handler. In this position, it's essential to be in tune with your dog and what they're expressing to you. You also should be ready to offer your dog support whenever necessary. Again, this is a partnership. You have a teammate here in your dog. And there's times when they might support you when you need it, but there's also times when you might need to support them when they need it. These skills really are essential to partnership and require consistent practice. You can progress these slides, please, now. Thank you. Our last pillar is communication. Our dogs express themselves through various postures, movements, and behaviors. As a teammate to your dog, it's essential to learn and interpret their communication. It's equally important to trust their signals and respond appropriately. We're going to dive into that a little bit more tonight with understanding your dog. You can go ahead and progress. No, I don't think there's any more. Yeah, that's it. So, Noel, do you have anything to add to that bit before we take a break and move into some more of the body language stuff?
I just wanted to mention the free team training survey, if you don't mind. Is that something that's going to be posted, or is already?
Yes, it will be. It is not already posted, but it will be in Google Classroom after our Zoom meeting.
Perfect. I'm so sorry, we have this here on screen. So there is a free team training survey that will be uploaded to your Google Classroom. And this is really important for us as an organization to have just some actual numbers and things that we can share with our donors. We are a nonprofit. So if there is a way that you are able to fill it out for us, that would be great. It is just a couple questions, and this is something that you're going to get then a month after placement, 3 months, 6 months, and I forget how many other times. And you'll be asked the same questions, and it's just to gauge how your dog is told to you. So if you're able to fill that out when it's posted, that would be wonderful. I would really appreciate it. I think that is all I have for today.
Sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and take a almost 10-minute break till 7 o'clock. You can get up, stretch your legs, get something to drink, and then at 7 o'clock we will reconvene and start more of the meat and potatoes of our prep course here. We'll talk about understanding your dog. So I will see you guys in about 10 minutes at 7 o'clock.
Take a bite. Make sure it gets across. No, they're back. No. Yeah, take it.
What's good, dear?
Good.
I'm not good to so well. So your favorite food is grocery sandwich?
One of my favorite foods.
Your favorite food.
Chicken pot pie.
You like that?
What?
I like it, but
I guarantee you, if we made a pot of chicken pot pie the size of this table, I would consume the entire thing within 48 hours.
48 hours.
So that's 2 days. Just have it for every meal.
Oh, I remember that being in the trash can. So crazy.
Very wide. But you classify the use metal sports like that. There's a lot of things you classify as sports.
Good dinner?
Yeah.
Does everyone have lots of broccoli and vegetables?
That's beyond our skill set.
I mean, I got
Jimmy,
garlic.
you're doing that thing again.
I got garlic stuff in my house.
That's true, you got the garlic. And of course, your tomato sauce is full of vegetables. Tomatoes are vegetables.
So you got meatballs. You can eat them.
That root beer sauce.
You drink it already?
So what do you think of the garlic taste? Is it garlicky?
Yeah,
Too much?
No, I like adding garlic to it. I usually do that one.
Oh yeah, I remember having a giant ice cream sandwich.
You put garlic on your giant ice cream sandwich, did I hear you say?
No, it is a picture.
I think your mom put it in pictures.
So what did your mom have to say?
She just,
No. Did you figure out is your dad home?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Mila, one of your babies is going to be a service dog. Little Red. You remember Red?
Yeah.
He's going to start work. Another one.
That's pretty quick, isn't it? That's pretty quick, isn't it?
Too. Believe it or not. And Red's pretty nice. She was pretty easy. Good raiser.
Wait, Juice is gonna be a service dog?
Red, one of Mila's babies. Shannon's brother. Shannon's brother, actually.
Mila, Shannon, mom. Mila.
Yep. Yes.
But they're just like playing around together. Like, it's weird because Mila is more like overactive.
Shannon is Mila's baby. It was the Rivers.
I feel like Mila acts more like wilder and shit.
Yeah, she does.
Okay. If they had
You're a slobbery dog.
their collar without their collar, that yours is like
Yeah, I would.
no chin.
I can tell. Mila's nose is down.
Yeah.
Her nose is slight.
a very cooperative dog.
Everyone is I am going to join us.
Sorry, it's over.
No, the tie.
Oh, wait, for everyone, I'm just gonna set up some things on my end to share my screen with you. Just bear with me.
One.
Sam, can I try to read you? I'm trying to think last time I read those. Too fuzzy.
Oh, early bars are good for us.
You're just like me. You're just like me when I was little. I was like, I drink here. I was like,
I think we have just about everybody back.
You keep calling.
Yeah. Are there any questions before we get started with our next section? No? Okay. So, a couple little housekeeping things from my end of Zoom here. So I will let you guys know my internet is a little weird. I live kind of in the mountains. So there's often a lag, and it's my end. It's nothing wrong with anybody else's usually. But because of that, sometimes I end up talking over people. So while we're going through any of our Zoom sessions, you're welcome to unmute yourself and ask your question. Just know that with that lag, I might end up talking over you. I apologize. We'll get it figured out. You can also always put in the chat any questions that you have. If you're not really sure what to ask or something is confusing, just say, wait, slow down. You can stop me any way that works for you. I will not be offended.
What?
It was loose.
All right. So, the next thing that we're going to do is really dive into more of our lessons within the prep course. And our first one is understanding your dog. We're going to start by going over those pillars of this partnership. I'm going to repeat them again, but I'll let you know why in a second. So during this portion of our presentation, we're going to cover something called TEMP, which is just your dog's body language, understanding stress, stress signs, and bite prevention. Tonight, we will probably only get through the body language portion of our Zoom tonight.
Would anyone like to feed the
It is a
puppy?
little bit more interactive. Questions in the chat. The way that I find it works best is everyone kind of types their question, but wait to send it until I ask them to. That way, people don't get distracted by what's already in the chat box. So we'll work on that and go through it as we move through our presentation tonight. But the first thing, again, is going over to the pillars of partnership. I will go over these.
The trick is to step over it, not trip over
And
it.
we're going to go over
Usually
the
happens.
even though we
Hey, guys.
I want you guys to have a really good understanding of what they are.
Yeah.
The more repetition we have,
They're starving.
the more individual or kind of in our mind a little bit more. So, partnerships are essential. They are the foundation of our working relationship with our dogs. We have our relationship pillar, our dog care pillar, our handling skills, and our communication. For the relationship pillar, every successful, healthy relationship requires effort. And your relationship with your dog is no different. It's important to see your dog as a teacher who also needs your care and support. For our section today, with understanding your dog, it really involves communication. But you would think, oh, the communication pillar, of course. But it also has something to do with this relationship pillar as well. Effective communication is at the heart of a successful relationship. We also have our dog care. To effectively support your dog, it's essential to meet all of their needs in order to maintain their health and enhance their overall well-being. Your dog will show you what they need through their behavior and their body language, which is communication, which we're going over tonight. We also have our handler skills pillar. These handling skills are important to practice, as they're skills of just being focused on and attuned to your dog. Learning about how dogs communicate and understanding our dogs will help deepen your skills as a handler. Tonight we're going to talk about that body language stuff and stress. Those are really important when we're thinking about how to support our dogs. The body language also helps, and those handler skills also help when it comes to knowing what to focus on in the first place. If we're being focused on our dogs and attuned to your dog, the body language is what we need, right? What's the point of focusing on your dog if we don't know what they're saying? So that's important as well. We also have the communication pillar. Again, this is kind of the heart of what we're going to talk about tonight. Dogs express themselves through their body language. You need to learn, interpret, and respond to what they're telling you. So why is body language important? Dogs communicate to us with their bodies. Vocalizations like barking or growling are usually a very minor part of dog communication. Behavior, therefore, is not random and is often a way that the dogs communicate with us. Even something like getting into the trash or jumping up onto a counter is information for you. Maybe your dog is bored. It might be what the dog is trying to tell you. Most of the communication that a dog does can be thought of as whispers. The dog is just using these subtle, quiet body language cues that we need to be aware of and respond to. They're really subtle. If the dog is showing bigger body language, maybe they're barking, they're lunging, they're doing all this stuff, they're chewing up furniture, that's like they're yelling at us. We don't want them to get to the point where they're yelling, because usually at that point, they're showing some behaviors that we as humans find undesirable. So we want to listen to those really subtle communications that they're using, those little whispers. Partnership really is a two-way conversation between you and your dog. So learning how to observe that subtle body language, those little whispers, can really benefit you in your partnership. It can increase your understanding between you and the dog, and that in turn can lead to a better bond and a better relationship with your dog. The dogs themselves are usually more reliable and responsive to the cues that you're giving them when you understand their body language. And it also leads to safer interaction with our dogs. We will be going over bite prevention in probably the next Zoom. We won't get to it this time. But we need to have safe interactions with our dogs for us and for them as well. If you have pets in the home or you have friends you want to introduce your dog to, understanding their body language also helps with those introductions as well. So it can be helpful in so many ways, not just when we're thinking about just your work together. important definition that I want to cover before we really dive into things, just so that we're all on the same page. I will be using the term stimulus or stimuli. And by that, I just mean a thing or event that evokes a specific and functional reaction in a dog. That's a lot of words, right? When I say stimulus, it just means something that happens that the dog reacts to. Maybe a broom falls and the dog reacts to that. That's why I folded it over. Any questions before we move on to our dog's temp? Okay. So now we're going to get into the body language portion. We're going to talk about taking your dog's temp. TEMP is an acronym that was, I believe, developed by a veterinarian named Dr. Sophia Yin, but another dog trainer, Susan Garrett, is the one who promotes it now that I have seen in the dog world. But it's a really, really handy acronym, and it's a really handy to kind of think of taking your dog's temperature, right, when it comes to body language. So TEMP stands for tail, eyes, ears, mouth, and posture. In today's lecture, we're going to talk about each individual piece. We're going to talk about the dog's tail, then their eyes, then their ears. But really, each piece of this TEMP acronym should be observed as a whole when we're trying to understand what our dogs are communicating to us. Think of it as a big picture rather than these individual pieces. That big picture also includes the context in which the dog is in. What situation are they in? What environment are they in? Dogs can only move their bodies in so many ways. Therefore, there's often some overlap between normal dog behavior and signs of stress. For example, a dog getting up from the mat might yawn, or if a dog is tired might yawn, just like a human would. However, yawning could also be a sign of stress if it's not in the context of the dog, calling him to bed or something like that. So we have to ask ourselves, did the dog just wake up from a nap and that's why they're yawning? Or did a child run past the dog with a really noisy toy or something like that, and that's why the dog is yawning? So we have to consider the big picture of what they're communicating to us through their bodies and the context that it's appearing in.
National Air and Space and Warrior Flight.
And to do this, we're going to think about the dog's temp, again, or his temperature. So first we have a cool temp. You can think of this as the dog being calm, cool, and collected. We are going to signify this in our slide with a little green thermometer. Our cool temp means that the dog is likely comfortable. On the other hand, we have a warm temp. This is going to be signified by kind of a caution. This is where things are heating up a little bit. The dog's getting a little bit warm. The dog is possibly showing signs of that could be things like anxiety, fear, nervousness, arousal, or even pain. What I will point out to you on this slide is that it says your dog is likely comfortable, or your dog is possibly showing signs of discomfort. Remember, as we go through those individual pieces of the eyes, the ears, the mouth, and the posture, we need to look at the picture as a whole. So even if the tail is doing one thing, you have to look at the whole thing. That's where that likely and that possibly come in. Are there any questions before we dive into each piece of that acronym?
You guys smell like puppies.
Okay. So first up is the dog's tail. A wagging tail doesn't necessarily mean that your dog is happy. That's a common misconception. So just a tail wag, we need a little bit more information than that. So for a cool temp, if the dog is likely comfortable, they can have this full wiggly body wag. Retrievers are fantastic at that. They will come up to someone and their whole entire body will be wiggling, not just their tail. Also, if the tail is wagging in a circular motion, that likely means that they're comfortable, or if they have a nice, lazy, calm tail wag. We have an image on the slide of a little Boston Terrier that has that kind of wiggly body and wiggly tail. On the other hand, the dog is possibly showing signs of discomfort if their tail is tucked up along their belly or tucked between their legs. This tail may or may not be wagging. The little Boston Terrier here in the corner on the right is showing that tucked tail. A stiff tail above the back is also a warning so that I have a border collie who is like fine. He put his tail straight above his back and just the tip would wag. And he was so nervous about other dogs, and that's what he would do if he was treating another dog. And this little picture of this Boston Terrier is showing something similar. The tail is really stiff and sticking straight out. A low wagging tail with a crouched body posture also is a sign of that caution or warm temp where the dog is likely uncomfortable. So we're going to take the temps of some dogs in some pictures. For the most part, throughout these slides, we have Labrador retrievers or golden retrievers. However, there are some pictures of some other breeds. Everybody has different breeds of pets, or you might have friends or family members with other breeds. So what we're going to do now is take the temp of this dog. All I want you to do is describe the tail. What is it doing? And is it a cool temp or a warm temp? Go ahead and write it in the chat, but wait till it's sent. I will tell you when I'm ready for you to send, that way everybody's answer comes through the chat at the same time. So again, describe the tail, what is the temp, wait to hit send. I'm just setting a timer so I don't let you wait all evening to get the testing. All right, when you guys are ready, if you have your answers ready, you can go ahead and hit send. Nice job. Yeah, everybody mentioned warm temp, tail up. Absolutely. This dog is probably not feeling so great, right? That tail is really close to the body and tucked up underneath the leg. That is definitely a warm temp. All right, we're going to do the same thing, but this time with this lovely chocolate lab. Describe the tail, what is the temp, wait to hit send. I'll go ahead and start a timer here. All right, go ahead and hit send whenever you're ready. Nice, absolutely. Yeah, it's probably a cool temp, right? It's soft. I love that Isabel, you said that it's soft. Yeah, Andrew said that the pup is relaxed with the ball. Yeah. Loose wag, love it. Is it sideways? Is it a circle? Probably. Probably wagging, absolutely. Flat, relaxed wag. Tail up, straight curve at the end. Yeah. Happy wag, could be wagging. Circular motion. Cool, yeah. So this is helpful because we see that the dog is obviously playing, but that tail is in more of a natural position because, like you guys have mentioned, it curves a little at the end. It's probably wagging, right? The dog looks pretty happy. So yeah, that is a cool temp. That dog is likely feeling really good in that water with his ball or her ball. I'm not sure. All right, next up is the eyes. So a dog is likely feeling pretty comfortable if they have full, round, bright eyes. The eyes will also be soft. They'll just kind of be relaxed and kind of just happy, soft eyes, kind of like our Boston Terrier friend is demonstrating here in this picture. On the other hand, the dog is possibly showing signs of discomfort if the whites of the eyes are shown, like in this picture. It's almost like the dog is kind of looking to the side, and you can see the whites of their eyes. If they have dilated pupils, their eyes are narrowing, darting, or they're staring, those are also signs of possible discomfort. Also, if they're staring or have fixated eyes, maybe they're even averting their eyes, which is kind of sometimes where you get to see the whites of the eyes. Those are also signs of discomfort, as well as if they kind of have their eyes like more into slits. We have another picture here as well. Describe the eyes. What is the temp? Weight to hips in. Right, you guys can go ahead and send those answers. Absolutely. Yeah, warm. Whites of the eyes showing. Yeah, whale eyes, absolutely. Avoiding eye contact, diverting the gaze. Skeptical eyes, yeah, ears are back. I like that you picked up on that too. That's our next letter. Yep, diverting the eyes. Looking to the side, warm. Oh, and I like that, Allison, you added that they are wide eyes as well. Caution, white shut, absolutely. So, this is I feel like this picture is one that you could easily see as like a meme or something on social media. Oftentimes I will see pictures like this that have funny captions or things like that. But yeah, actually this dog has a caution temp or that warm temp and is really concerned about something. I love that we mentioned the eyes are wide or the ears are back and things like that as well. Because there's certainly a lot going on in this picture just with the dog's face. All right. This one is a little bit harder to see because it is from the side, but describe the eyes. What is the temp? Weight to hips end. All right, go ahead and send those answers. Nice job, guys. Yeah. So this dog has nice, soft eyes. Definitely cool. I love that you mentioned the open mouth too, relaxed face. There's no whites of the eyes. Megan, I like that you put the eye contact. I definitely think this dog is probably looking at somebody or something interesting. Yeah, full soft eyes, relaxed and round, relaxed soft, full round soft. Absolutely. Have even shoulders lowered? Yeah, full bright eyes, soft and relaxed. Absolutely. All right, next up is our ears. A dog who is likely feeling really comfortable will have their ears upright or in a natural position. Or just overall, the ears will be relaxed. On the other hand, a dog is possibly showing signs of discomfort if the ears are really, really high on top of their head. If the ears are pinned to the back of the head, that's likely a sign of fear, or if they're just back a little bit, like we saw in that black lab with the whale eye that some of you pointed out. Also, especially in our labs, sometimes it looks like they're almost like cupping their ears, where their ears are back but are a little cupped. We have a great picture coming up at the end of this with some cupped ears as well, so you'll get to see that. All right. Oh, and of course our Boston Terrier here. I don't know that Boston Terrier ears got to the side, but whoever drew this picture thinks they do. So they're nice and relaxed here. And then in this picture, this Boston Terrier has the ears pinned to the back of the head. So that is a warm temp. All right. For this picture, describe the ears. What is the temp? Wait, hit send. Why do you guys do that? I have to take care of something really quickly. But go ahead and type that and wait to hit send. All right, sorry about that, everyone. I've had a rowdy puppy for a moment. All right, go ahead and hit send if you're ready. Nice job. All right. Yeah, we have, I think the soft and relaxed is for the eyes, but we have a natural position of those ears. Green, ears relaxed, eyes relaxed. Yeah, cool, relaxed. Perky ears, curious. Yeah, I love that you mentioned that. This dog is definitely a little bit curious, and those ears are perky. Relaxed and natural position, attentive ears. Yeah. Yep, so this dog is a cool temp. It's a little puppy, sure. And I had to add in the puppy because it's cute. All right, how about this dog? Describe the ears. What is the temp? Wait to hit send. Nice job. And whenever you're ready, you can hit send. If you guys need more time, please take it. Nice job. Yeah, so these ears are back. They're warm. I like it too. Some of you have mentioned the mouth as well and the eyes. The mouth is pulled back some, but of course the eyes are pulled back. The ears are pulled back as well. So yeah, the dog is a little warm. Let's go ahead and do one now. Describe the ears. What is the temp? Wait to hit send. All right, whenever you're ready, you can hit send. I've seen all these answers flying in. Yeah, pinned back. There are no ears in this picture. Yeah, absolutely. Eric, I like that you added tongue out, mouth pulled back. Seems like they're staring eyes. Ears pulled back and pinned back, pin back, pin back. Yeah. Eyes are also tight. Yeah, the whole face is a little tight, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah, okay. So the other thing about this dog, I can't tell from the picture, but I feel like those eyes are probably dilated. I can't tell. On my screen, it's really little. But maybe on your screen, you can notice. But dilated eyes are also a potentially caution. All right. Next up, in our acronym, we have the dog's mouth. A dog is likely comfortable if their mouth is relaxed, their jaw is relaxed, their lips are relaxed. Often they will also have a slightly open mouth as well, like our Boston here is showing us. I will say some dogs tend to, I feel like, keep their mouth closed a little bit more than others. So you just kind of got to get to know your dog. But in general, they'll have a slightly open mouth if they're feeling pretty comfortable. However, a dog is possibly showing signs of discomfort if their lips are pulled back, they have a tight face, tight mouth, tight jaw. Maybe they even have stress lines or wrinkles on their face. They could even be licking their lips, like our little Boston Terrier friend in the picture. Or they could even be showing their teeth. If a dog is showing their teeth, it could be a sign of appeasement, or it could be a warning asking someone or something to back away from them, especially if it's combined with those ears that are pinned back to their head. So we're going to take the temp again for this dog. Describe the mouth. What is the temp? And wait to get set. Nice job. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and hit send. Nice job, guys. Yeah, so we have lots of green coming in. Slightly open mouth. Yeah, those ears and eyes are relaxed. Absolutely. The ears are also happy. Yeah, this dog, I feel like this dog is just really enjoying the day, right? That nice, relaxed, open mouth, like all of you guys had mentioned. Just seeing anything else in there. Soft but open, yeah. So, and again, you can kind of tell too, like you guys pointed out, by the eyes, the ears, the face is pretty relaxed there as well. So it looks like this dog is enjoying the water. How about this dog? Describe the mouth. What is the temp? And then wait to hit send. Nice job, everyone. Yeah. So that mouth is closed and tight. And I like that you pointed out too the ears and the eyes as well. Because again, it's a whole picture, right? So that's important as well. Yeah, eyes of worry, maybe have stress signs. Yeah, closed mouth. Absolutely. Yeah, I would expect this dog's tail to at least be down, if not tucked. Yeah, tight lips, absolutely. Closed more. Tight mouth and jaws, ears back, yeah, clenched mouth, mouth closed, tight mouth and tight mouth and eyes, goodness. Tight mouth and jaw, eyes are narrowed, ears are back. Yeah, absolutely. This dog is maybe not having as much fun as the one in the last picture for sure. All right. Last but not least, we have the dog's posture. For the cool temp, or the green temp, the dog is likely comfortable if overall their body is relaxed, right? They could also have a wiggly, loose body, like our Boston Terrier is showing us here in this drawing. On the other hand, a dog probably is feeling uncomfortable if they have a crouched posture, if they're flattened to the ground, or if they have a stiff posture or stiff movement. They may even have jerky movement. The Boston Terrier is showing a stiff posture and raised hackles, where the hair on the back of their neck stands up. Some dogs, like my puppy, who's not really a puppy anymore, she's 2, all of the hair, all of the fur along her whole neck and back will stand up when she raises her hackles. I want to point out here something about breed, though, because I think the crouch always reminds me of border collies. So a border collie who is crouched is not necessarily a warm temp. So when they're working sheep, they're bred to work sheep, they will often crouch and move up towards the sheep. That's a breed thing. So a crouched body posture in a border collie, or if they're flat against the ground, that may not be a warm temp. Whereas if your Labradors show a crouched body posture or being flattened to the ground, it absolutely is a warm temp. Some of the other breeds, especially like sighthounds, your greyhounds, your whippets, your Italian greyhounds, they might naturally carry their tail really close to their body. Or if you have a Chihuahua and they're really cold, they might keep their tail really cold. So knowing the breed is really important, especially if you have a friend with another dog that you're introducing your dog to, or you have pet dogs at home. I will say for most of you guys, I think most of you guys, the Basset Hound will probably be kind of like a lab, right? They'll follow these general body language things as well as our retrievers. But just know if you have other dogs that might come into play. So for our posture, we're going to check out this dog. Describe the posture, what is the temp, and wait to hit send. All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead and hit that send button. Yeah. Oh, that dog is having a great time. Absolutely, that dog is having a great time. So this young pup is definitely feeling good. Lots of, I think what you said, Eric, green, green, green. Yep. Wagging tail, flappy ears, running, playing. Yeah, this dog is nice, loosey, goosey, wagging, bouncy, relaxed body. Absolutely. Andrew, I like that you said carefree posture. Tail up and wagging, ears relaxed and bouncy, wiggly, relaxed, loose, wiggly, happy tail, active, engaged in play, posture, loose, wiggly, friendly, absolutely. This dog is, so hopefully you're having a good time with that ball. How about this dog? Describe posture. What is the temp? Wait to hit send. All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead and hit that send button. Good job, guys. Yeah, so we have yellow, head down, purple, look in the eyes, yeah. Closed mouth, ears back, closed off, body position. Yeah, you guys nailed every temp, every piece of the temp there. Warm, hunched over, avoiding eye contact, ears back, trying to move away, lips so tight. Crouched, rounded, raised hackles, yeah. Absolutely stiff. Arched back, pulling away from contact, crouched, avoiding eye contact. Yeah, this dog is avoiding, right? You can see just a little bit of white, but that's just probably because the dog is like, oh, I would really like to get away from this for a second. Yep, the dog does not like that bed, do they? Stiff posture, yeah, sunken head and eyes. Yeah, warm crouched, raised hackles. Yeah, they're not having a good time, are they? All right, I think this is the last one for posture. Describe the posture. What is the temp? Wait to hit send. All right, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and hit send. Yeah, we have a little bit of a mixed bag here. Absolutely. And there's a reason for that. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, we have warm, hard to say. Yeah. Cautious but curious. Stiff and flat, warm. Green, maybe warm. Borderline, dog seems inquisitive. Lowered back, cautious, relaxed ears. Sniffing curiously, body up, tail moving. Stiff, slightly crouched, cautious. Stretched back, stiff. Cautious legs, warm, kind of stiff. Slightly tucked. We also have a crouched body, posture, suspicious. So this dog, I really like this picture. So this was in our old kennel, and I think I might know who this dog is actually. We were trying to get the dog comfortable with a kayak. So if you can see here, there's a bone in looks like a cup holder of the kayak, and that bone surely is filled with peanut butter and good. I feel like this dog is conflicted. And Susan, I'd love your take on this too. So the dog really clearly wants that peanut butter bone, right? But maybe isn't 100% comfortable. And this back leg, to me, is the biggest sign here. So a dog who's really confident, aside from having any physical issues, is probably going to distribute their weight in their body a lot more evenly than this dog does. They don't put, we can get it, I won't go down that rabbit hole, but they will stand normally, naturally, with the feet under them, right? Whether it's the back feet or the front feet. Like of you guys mentioned this dog does have a slight or slanted body posture here, and the tail is down. The ears are not back. So I think this dog is a little bit confused. Not sure I like this bone thing, but I really love it. Susan, if you have anything to add, you're welcome to, if you're on here. Still? All right, we will move on if Susan has something to add.
I'm here. I put it in the
Go
chat.
ahead.
I put it in the chat. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree. Conflicted. He'll probably be fine with a little bit of work.
Absolutely. And in fact, if this is the dog that I think it is, I think he was okay with kayaks eventually. So, thank you, Susan. Yep.
I think it's kind of.
I think. Oh, go ahead, Haley.
I said I could be wrong. I think it's either Jib or Edison. If it was when I was there.
I was thinking Ensign, but you're right. It could be Jib.
It was one of them.
Yeah, it was from that litter. It was the litter, ironically.
Yeah, but I do think Storm does have kayak.
Yeah. Which is super fun.
Yeah. We have a couple of trainer dogs do that, and they have a lot of fun.
Yeah. I was just on was it last week? I was on vacation, and we did a big kayaking trip, but I have beagles. I have a kayak that has like holes in it for gear, and then my beagles just sit in the holes. So it's not quite as, big of a jog being in my kayak. So yeah. Awesome. So I want to leave time for Noelle here at the end, and I actually think this is a really good one to end on. Make sure I don't have any more. Yeah. Okay, so I'd like to end on this one tonight because sometimes the body language in our dogs is conflicting, right? Sometimes they have lots of feelings, and it's not just, oh, I don't like this, or, oh, this is great and happy and wonderful. So sometimes you do get these mixed messages from our dogs too. I would say for this dog, I always want my dogs to be confident. So if I see mixed messages, I err on the side of caution, temp, that yellow temp, and then it's my job to support my dog through that. Because if I give them support when they don't really need it, what's the harm? Usually there's none. They might just get extra peanut butter. So just know that sometimes that happens. In our next Zoom session, we will start talking a little bit more about the whole picture of temp. We'll probably do a little review. We'll move into the whole picture of our temp, which you guys have already been nailing in the chat. And then we will talk about stress signs. Noelle, would you like to do successes and challenges? Oh, that's really cool, Isabel, that there's this kayaking service dog at this house. It's awesome. We'll wait for Noelle to hop on here. There she is. Hi, Noelle.
Hi. Sorry. It's starting to rain out here. I was sitting outside and I'm trying to mobilize because it's raining. All of my face. Okay. So I think some successes and challenges. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yep. Oh gosh, this one is adorable. All right, so. Okay, so at the end of every session here, at least for Zoom, we're going to end with what we call successes and challenges. So I didn't work here when it happened, but apparently every day at Nancy's dining room table, they went around and said their successes for the successes and challenges of the day. Recognizing that there are good things each day and also bad things or challenging things that happen. So we're carrying that on, and we're going to do that every Zoom class and then some in-person classes too. So, for instance, My challenge is that I'm out of breath right now because I was outside and I started to like, wind was whipping everywhere and rain, and so I was like, whew. So I'm very out of breath right now. But my success of the day is that it's the first course Zoom. It's always my favorite. It's always my favorite to send you guys your announcement videos because I just have fun making them. So yeah, that's my success, I think. So, all right, I'm gonna go around the screen and call on you guys. Just share. If you don't have anything to share, that's fine. All right. Let me go to Megan first.
Thanks for this opportunity. I think my success was getting that video this morning. A number of good things happened. So there's just something so special about getting that video this morning, and it just set my whole tone for my whole day. My challenge was logistically my day. My day starts very early in the morning, and every minute was kind of accounted for through this 8 o'clock hour. So getting home in this little bit of time I had to make sure that Zoom and everything was working appropriately before class was my struggle.
I'm glad you made it on. If you guys are ever like running a little bit behind too, just don't hesitate to like shoot us an email or a text and let us know. We know that life happens. So awesome. Thank you, Megan. Go ahead. Sorry.
Just gonna thank you for the permission and the flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. How fast?
I actually had a few successes today. One was being paired with Axel, which led to a very productive session with one of my doctors today. The challenge for me today also became a success. The challenge was participating in the Zoom call and the instructions, and I think I got through it relatively successful.
I'd say so.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bob. Appreciate it. Do you prefer Bob or Robert? I see that Robert.
Either's fine.
Either's fine? Okay.
Yes. Bob's fine as well, so whatever you prefer.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Andrew.
So my challenge has been an ongoing challenge since the beginning. Feeling like I'm replacing my service dog. Gunner saved my life, and he's been a big part of my life the last 13 years. But that challenge is also a success because this whole time it's been a wondering of which dog is going to be the next Gunner. And seeing Cassidy, knowing that, hey, this is the next step and the different things she's going to do from Gunner, it's the success of the next step. So.
Awesome. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. We won't forget Gunner. Gunner's number one, right?
I'm currently barking inside, and all my kids are listening, so. It's not good.
Yeah. Kyle.
I think the success was like to begin this whole process of like for our school district it's been like a 2.5 to 3 year process, and so the success of getting to this point and everything like that, and then seeing the match and everything was just really exciting, and to have my 2 daughters with me when we got to watch the video and everything, all 3 of us were really excited about that. I think the challenge for today was I'm at my sister and brother-in-law's cabin up near Williamsport, and the internet is spotty. So when the girls and I got here today, I was like kind of like nervous about if it was going to work or not, and everything worked out fine. So we're in good shape. So, and that's my biggest challenge today. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Isabel.
My challenge today is that it's my last full day of camp. I'm gonna miss my friends. But my success is that I was able to get on the Zoom meeting, and I'm really happy that I got Mickey. And I still get to have half a day with my friends, so.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm sorry that you have to spend your last day of camp with us foreign people, but
It's literally, I'm missing dinner, which I wanted to miss. It's so loud.
okay. And it worked out. So thank you so much. Sarah.
So my challenge is similar to Andrew's with just, moving from a retired service dog to a new service dog. There's a lot of emotion that comes with that. But successes for today were checking off some to-do list items that I've had on the list for a while. So that was always exciting accomplishment. And then having a very successful first Zoom call for the class was, that always helps with, all the emotions going on. At least that this is a good call, it was successful, and I was happy.
Awesome. Good. I know that you guys don't have SSD dogs, but there are some resources in the classroom about successor dogs. So you can check them out and see if they're helpful to you. And if not, we have a lot of people who have successor dogs and have gone through it with them ourselves. So if you need any support, just don't hesitate to let us know. We know it's a big step. So thank you guys. Anne, would you like to share any success and challenge?
Well, this is very similar to what we do at dinner table pretty frequently, which is roses, buds, and thorns. So yeah, successes and challenges. Successes. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Challenges. I think because two of us are in four. We have four. I have me, my husband, my son, and my daughter, and two of us are in one place and two of us are in another, and so we didn't get to do everything together, and that's been a little bit challenging, just being apart. And then, but good job putting together the match videos. That was super fun to find out because it has been a process, and so just feeling like you're kind of getting to the end part is huge.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kurt.
So challenge for me is that I haven't been feeling like myself today. So it's been kind of a rough day. But success is I still got out and did things with some friends and shared the excitement of the video with my friends and family. So.
Awesome. Very good. Here's to tomorrow. Looking forward to it for you. Allison.
I would say my challenge of today was I was a bit tired this morning, so I had a very rushed morning of getting ready. But once it got started, I had a very productive day, so that felt like already accomplished. Things I was able to do at work. And the video was very much so a highlight, and it was very enjoyable to share it with my husband and for us to get excited together about this process.
Awesome. And success, we got you and Lizzie on Google Classrooms, which I know we did it. Woo-hoo. Lizzie, are you able to unmute now to share your success and challenge? Yay!
Yay! My challenge is always the technology. And I was at the dentist today, so I'll have to make multiple trips back to the dentist. They're silly. And my success is just watching our hospital add another dog and watch Team Culligan get their match. So thank you for the video. That was really special today.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Kelly.
I would say that my challenge was I was a little fearful about being able to call in at the beach, but I only got truck to call once. I'm in the car, and I would call that a success. Also getting to hear that we were matched with Pelican and thinking about all the great things that we're going to be able to bring to our patient population is really exciting.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. All right. Did I get all partners for everyone and stuff? Yes, I think so. Haley.
My challenge is that I have people coming to our house tomorrow for a picnic, so I'm trying to get my house cleaned up, and I have a young dog here with me who puts, every time I've been away, she just sits right back up. So it's a little challenging. My success, I'm gonna echo everything that our staff is going to say, because we all repeat each other. But truly, these Zooms are so much fun. It's so exciting to see everyone at this point. It's a little extra exciting for me because I got to see most of you at the very, very start of this. So it's really rewarding to be at this point with everyone and have seen kind of where you started and now you're at this point of placement.
Thank you, Haley. Susan Tyson.
Okay, I have to say that I was pretty excited to hear that Red was in this batch of dogs. I have Mila, so Red was born at my house and spent his first 8 weeks with me. And I will tell you the story later of how he got his name, and that's pretty cool. So the other success is that I have a grandson here, 12 years old, who is helping with the puppies. Hello. And he's a big help, but he's also a 12-year-old grandson that sometimes forgets. So that's the challenge. Keep me up with it.
Awesome. Thank you. I can't wait to hear that story about your
That's cute.
And Stephanie.
I'll start with a challenge. I've been fighting off a migraine all day, so hopefully early bedtime for me. I'm going to say what Ailey said to you. I absolutely love getting on these Zooms and chatting with everyone, getting to know everyone through Google Classrooms. It's just we have the best jobs in the world. It's such a special process for us. And to get to know amazing people and hang out on Zoom together. And I'm obviously really like to talk about dogs. So the fact that I get to teach some dog stuff, I really enjoy too. So I don't know, it's just really special. I always feel very privileged to be a part of this. So.
Absolutely. Awesome. Does anyone have any questions about anything tonight? Anything about the Google Classroom or future Zooms? Okay. All right. Well, with that, 8:02. I kept you out 2 minutes after. Sorry. So we will end now, but we will see you next week on Tuesday, and all days for future. Yes, so there is a downloadable PDF, but we can go ahead and type them out for you too, just so that we have it. But yeah, every Tuesday it'll be until team training, I believe. So.
If you guys go to that the Google Classroom, to the classwork page, under the quick start guide for the course module, there is it says prep course schedule. If you click on that and then click on the link, it will have all the dates for the
Also about August, dates in August. Are they in there too?
So we did not create our full schedule yet, but you should have the dates that you will be at SSD. Eventually, once we get the schedule set, I'm going to type out a schedule for you that tells you like what outings we'll be taking each day. You won't get like a minute by minute schedule because as with humans and dogs, nothing actually goes according to plan, and there's always little shifts, so we don't want you to feel like you're behind or missing something if we don't follow it completely. So we keep that kind of vague for you guys, but give you like the where you'll be at each day. So once I have that for you, I will send it out to you and put it on just all good dates so I can tell you. Okay, yes, I will. I'll just go ahead and put that into Google Classroom so that way you guys have it. All right. Oh, sweet. And Stephanie put the PDF, the Canva for the July dates. August dates it's the first full week of August, and then the second week, Monday through Thursday, the third week, Monday through Thursday. For facilities, it's the first 2 weeks fully, but I'll type that in Google Classroom. Any other questions? No? Alrighty. Well, with that, we'll let you go. If you have anything in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out. So we'll see you next week. Have a safe holiday weekend. Okay, bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Doggies, protect me, little dogs, protect me. What? It's ice and cream, as you asked. Okay. He asked for ice cream, so I had some ice.
He got ice and put sour cream on it.
See, you said
It's supposed to be a joke.
All right. You said ice cream. So, what is ENS?
Enrichment.
Early,
stuff.
early neurological stimulation. And you read the whole thing?
Yeah, it's like holding them upside down, holding them upright, putting them on a wet towel or whatever.
And why do we do it?
Could they live longer or something?
It makes for a better dog. It helps stimulate their nervous system to grow. Right now the brain is making new neurons, and this stimulates the brain to go essentially into high speed. Okay, come on guys, get busy, let's make more neurons. And then you end up with a smarter dog, a more resilient dog who's more resistant to disease. Now how you prove it, I'm not real sure. Okay. So, how did you do today? The pen is beautiful. So you did that. I could have okay. Okay. You did the harnesses, you did the puppies outside. We got it. You did that. And me and we have to practice sometime this evening. And I have another job for one or both of you. Please. Can we make a bunch of these?
Sam, you can make this. You said you were my servant for the day. You
Oh,
make
sure. Okay, I'm doing it. I'll make some.
You don't have to make them tonight.
How do you make them?
Do them now, Sammy.
Do you know what it's called? You'll never figure out what it's called. If you do, I'll give you $1 million.
Oh,
It's called a tagalator.
just about to say.
Okay, so this is called, you know what clicking is, I have my clicker.
Yeah.
So this is for you to use for yourself. So you're going to say, for example, your goal is, I want to put my pen back in the holder every time after I use it, okay? I mean, like all of us, sometimes you use it, and then you just put it down, all right? But your goal is to put them in here, but normally you forget it, all right?
Yeah.
So if you have a tagalator, okay, I'm writing. I'm going to put it away. That's tag. Tag myself. I clicked myself. Okay, it's time to write some more. Oh, I got busy and I forgot to put it away.
Minus one?
No, that's a good idea, but I don't get to pull one up, okay? And then when you get all 8 of them pulled up, like here, however long it takes, a day,
Or
a
you
week.
just flip the thing over.
Yeah, start over.
I think you flipped it upside down by accident.
But
I
then
did
you can have
already.
a goal at the end. When you get the 8 of them, you can have a goal. Go run 5 miles, eat some ice cream, or whatever, okay? So it's called a tagalator. And I don't know how many I need, but I need probably at least 20 of them.
Yeah, you make them, Sam.
I said I'll get a servant for the rest of the day.
You better hold them.
Okay?
Wait, is the whole string?
Yeah, some one string. Might have to get more, I don't know. Okay, so are you getting ice cream now? We can do this later.
Okay. What did you say about what?
You are the silliest. Ah. Look at me looking at you.
Meow. Meow. You want to dance? Want to dance?
So one of her little boys is going to be a service dog. Oh, yeah. She's going to work with a man who might be in a Hey, don't do that. Yeah. Okay, is it bedtime?
No, we just woke up.
It's 8 o'clock. You have school tomorrow.
I know.
Tomorrow's the holiday. It's the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah. Oh, not school.
We could have school if you wanted it.
Okay.
You're good? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, Mila. Okay. Okay, you can practice with me. Stand there and just call me. Like you want, I'm standing here.
Granny!
Yes. Okay?
Granny!
Wow, which dog is cooking better? Is this the right dog?
Yep.
Okay. It has to be the same.
Granny. Granny.
Oh, wait.
Granny. Granny. Granny.
Okay, let me go a little further away. So keep my back to you. Okay.
Granny. 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 She's just doing the same thing.
She's doing it when you're not asking, and I'm ignoring that.
Granny.
The technical term is the behavior is not under stimulus control.
Granny.
You should only do it once he hears the word. Otherwise, it could be a false alarm.
Granny.
That's good. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what? Go outside and work tomorrow?
No.
Oh?
No, I'm still
So what is our mystery of the day? Where did all the eggs go?
I don't know.
I mean, I've been getting 8 or 9 or 10 eggs a day, and there are none.
See?
That's a lot of eggs.
Well, I was gonna get some eggs, but then I didn't because the rooster eggs.
Yeah, watch the rooster. You know about the rooster.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't challenge him, if you kind of don't look at him and walk away from him, he will leave you alone. Boy, when he attacks, he's nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him or if it was a rooster. This was all black and blue. I had a big hole here and I had a big hole here. It might have been a hen, it might have been the rooster. I don't know which one it was. You got one?
Well, it's not really like it's scratching.
I mean, it was.
And then the second he did it twice, I took it. And Dad said, you sound not afraid when you're behind the fence, but I'm like, and then
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay.
Maybe we can check for eggs again.
No, they usually by 3 o'clock they're done for the day. They're busy making an egg for tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Francis, you wanna go on? Come on, Randy.
But if it can actually get this.
Oh no, I never asked. I said you can ask if you want to ask.
Really?
Look, watch me juke you out. If you drop that.
You seriously didn't ask?
No! Why would I? I'm not your servant anymore. I said I'm not your servant. You heard me. Lord's mobile. Stop grabbing like this, alright? You're not Wolverine.
Wolverine.
You could let go. That's my crown, that's my baby. What? 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 Why'd you stab it?
It's fine.
That's my crown, that's my baby.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't do it. We're going to play outside.
No, I don't want to. What? I don't want to play outside, Tim, no. No, I don't want to get outside. I don't want to. Yeah, buddy, do something new. I'm going to out there. Phil, move. There we go, Phil. Stop doing this.
drugs. Get in dessert.
Cool.
I think you already had your dessert.
Mm-hmm. Just because I have raspberries?
Hmm?
Just because I have raspberries?
They have a lot of sugar in it.
Well, I'm still having a dessert.
Not a good job.
What happened? Have you said a chocolate cone? Chocolate, and a chocolate gooey inside. I have it like over your bowl.
What?
Give me someone here. Put it over the bowl. Let's go. Oh, that's liquidy.
Yeah, because it's illegal.
Hardly frozen.
Frozen?
Well, it says freezes inside. What did you hit your toe?
It hit my toe.
Jimmy, you're missing. Come here.
No, I'm hitting the hard part of the magic shell. See, look. It's bouncing off.
Tim, are you using all of them?
Die for the sins of humanity.
Yeah.
You know, like no one else ate those. And that's like the whole entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? No, you're not. Are you okay? Did you stop saying about that? About yourself?
But I am.
You're not.
They're hitting the Hail Hitler. How cute.
every single dog name, but that place was like frozen inside.
And don't forget to pick up let your sketch pad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do it now, just before you go to bed. Is this just scrap?
Yeah.
Or, some special drawing?
No, that's
Here,
beautiful.
here. Sammy, keep your dirty feet off the clean wall. In fact, keep them off anything except the floor.
So, I swear, you're screaming and everything. Picture with like sweets.
Really killed myself.
Okay, I literally could just unroll this. I can just unroll it.
What is it?
It's the thing about the drumstick.
Sam, your feet.
I'm fine. Oh. Best pumpkin carving ever. It's crazy that inside the rat is the red. The red, cake.
I'm dead on page anyway.
Really? And that's the other?
I was up there.
Come on, Jim, faster. No business?
Never mind.
Oh. Have some pasta. Can I have some pasta?
No.
I want some pasta.
You're not taking that piece of art show.
I was about to take it out.
No way most of that is actually her show.
I was like 85% of it was hard shell. I'm so excited. Maybe I made the team. And maybe I did it. It's a maybe. It's a 50% chance. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. I'm just kidding. It's not a 50% chance. But it's a maybe. It's a maybe. Maybe. Or is it just based on maybe this guy's still up? We can't do it just yet. What? Is there a text message that said we can't do it just yet? Just a couple minutes. That's too long. And if I did that's too long. And that's too long. Long. I'm just kidding. I'm just excited. Wait, Taylor Swift talking? We're talking.
You really hit the
I really just did.
No, they get hard. How do you really hit that? That's more accurate to you. No.
I'll do a couple minute video, okay?
Oh.
Something, whatever you want. Can I have a tiny bit of whatever of the hard shell? No, the hard shell.
Which hard shell? Look at that hard shell.
I have a piece of hard shell that piece of.
No, stop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's minty. Timmy, smile. Why? What? We're taking a picture. You're not? Wait, okay, I moved it. I took it off. Oh!
What are you doing?
Chilling.
You're chilling?
Uh-huh.
Just you?
Me and Timmy.
Okay, cool. Okay. So hey, can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
I just wanted, or Dad and I just wanted to call and tell you, that Coach Chris did call us and let us know that unfortunately did not make the team for this year. But Dad and I did talk to Coach Chris and I asked him if I could get feedback from him about your tryout. And he said that you did so amazing, that you did really well with hitting that goal. And you know the gentleman that was really tall in the practice on Sunday? Both him and Chris, both him and Chris had noted that they really liked your swing and you're working out. Yeah.
I can see you.
Okay. He said that your hitting was great. They said that they really liked your swing. They said a beautiful swing. He said that he was really happy with your fielding, that he could tell your
No. Uh-huh.
And when did you get this from?
We gave it to me, it's from America.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get your ice cream yet?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
I did, all right.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna walk Katie. Oh, puppies woke up. Puppies, are you awake? Not puppies. You wanna all go back into your big pen? Or a little pen, or whatever it's called? Ugh. Ugh. What? What? You want your mommy?
Yeah.
You want your mommy?
What? Oh, that sounds weird. I don't know. I still want to try out.
Yes. Alright.
Okay.
And the socks from, you're saying?
Yeah. Sorry. Uh-huh. What? Why do you do this one? Can we just roll the dice? I don't know. Right when you said like. Yeah. And then everything.
Arg, 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 arg,
Yeah.
arg, arg, arg.
Okay. We took Katie to the vet. We came back, which was a bit later. Then we went to, what is it? We went to the hall to get some stuff. Well, yeah, They have like each day. Every night.
Yeah. You're not getting the puppy.
There's one more.
You put it in the ball.
Oh, puppies, are you playing? Ah, good puppies. Good puppies. Happy puppies? Already, oh boy. On the file?
Oh, here.
Oh, there he is.
Send your phone's out on the thing. Your phone's out on the thing. Oh, I want to get in with them so bad.
You can, but it's probably wet to sit on.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I'm already wet.
This is the best position.